We saw the need for a safe e-hailing company. We felt that especially ladies on their own and children and elderly people, some of them were sometimes a bit hesitant. We want to create a safe environment for customers to use with cameras installed in the vehicles as well, so parents can get access to the cameras and can actually have a look at what's happening. We've got panic buttons. Initially we started to rent the vehicles, but we soon realized that with the rental companies, the profit that they need to make to be able to sustain a business like that profit is actually something that can rather be in our pockets if we own our own vehicles. We had to start looking after purchasing our own vehicles. And again, that was one of the big challenges because we're a startup company. So we started to approach the big high street banks, even some of the corporate banks that we approached to see if we can raise some capital to buy our own vehicles. But because it's a very young company and we don't have a long track record, and of course with all the expenses that we had initially, the financials are not looking as good as it can.
Yeah, the difference between CCS and the banks were that the banks do not take into account any historical or operational context. They just look at the financials and they're like, no way. Where with CCS, they were interested in the operational and historical context of Wanatu and was excited about more of the trend of the financials with the operational context in mind. And they actually wanted to help us to make plans to get to a point of acquiring our own vehicles and our own assets.
Yeah, they could see the potential. Yeah. Where the banks don't look for the potential, they only look for the finances or the financials, the past financials.
The vehicles that we have acquired through CCS is about 20% more profitable than vehicles that we have in the fleet, which are rentals or other forms of financing. So in terms of a company that's built around the vehicles, that's a major improvement. Yeah.
I thought to myself, if my daughter needs to take a e-hailing taxi, how safe was she in this taxi? And I thought to myself, listen, but this is a brilliant idea. I feel safe to put my daughter in a Wanatu.
Are now part of the Wanatu dream. They're not just giving the capital, because it's with the funding that they gave us that we now can transport families, elderly people, anyone in Pretoria East and Centurion area. So yeah, they're part of the business, not just people with big wallets. We'd say to them, good luck finding financing or any form of funding from the bank or any private investor if you're that new into the business. But we know someone, we know a guy. And yeah, I think we'll definitely put them in touch with CCS, and we know they're in safe hands.